Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. Things are quiet. A little too quiet if you ask me. It's been a little weird considering everything that's been going down, and now it's just like nothing is happening. It's kind of more weird than if like people were dying. Sal also agrees. He says hello, by the way, so say hi back. It's important. But in today's episode, maybe a normal Minecraft video, who knows? Kind of going to be an interesting one, I think. But two quick announcements before we actually get into the content today. Number one, I am hosting a giveaway over on Twitter. The Sal merch just hit 100 sales. Guys, that is incredible. Thank you so much for your outrageous support. So I'm going to leave the link for that in the description below. Go check that out if you have a Twitter account. Be sure to enter. We're giving away some sets of buttons from the set. Speaking of merch, for the second announcement, I have some new designs on screen for you right now. These were just added to the store, and if you would like to check those out, these are in Sal We Trust with some 3D designs. If you are interested in seeing these and, you know, maybe you want to get some new items, go check that out. On top of the new merch that's been added, we've also added new products such as mouse pads and desk mats, as well as stickers, mugs, and all the other stuff that you might want, including some very limited edition Sal mouse pads. So check these out as well. Guys, let's get into it. 1 hour later. Well, never mind. Stuff is already happening. I had barely gotten started working on today's episode, and stuff in chat's going down over the last 30 minutes. To an hour. Chat's been going crazy. It seems as though Skiz and Scar are hunting Joe, but I think X is with them. Now, I didn't realize that Skiz was live, so I started watching Skiz's stream, and they are definitely hunting Joe. That's pretty disappointing because we have a new neighbor in Xisuma over there who is in exile actively hunting Nopo members. I am not okay with that. Now, here's the thing, right? I have not personally spoken to Xisuma about him, what side he's on. So if he is on our side and playing them, I may need to kill him just to get them to think like, hey, we gotta be in cahoots here, right? Another thing, if they do kill Joe, I need to go over to the spawn to make sure that I'm there to help him if they come here, because if they come here, I'm fighting both of them. It's on site, guys. We're not doing that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the permit office in just a moment, but I'm kind of watching the situation to see what happens. But we're fighting. No matter what, we're fighting somebody today. Hopefully that'd be amazing. Just a precursor to this clip. I was in a hurry and didn't realize that I muted my microphone. Thought I was talking the whole time, but I wasn't. So I'm just going to let it be as it is. Enjoy this clip, guys.
There he is. What was that? What was that, Jeff? I can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, okay, that's better. I was like muted the whole time apparently. I don't think you guys would have been able to hear me anyways. You're in a group, but
what just happened?
murder. That's what happened.
I brought you Scar on a plate.
He flew away. He had wings. I popped his totem and he ran.
Oh dear. I brought him over here. I destroyed his bed after he set his spawn.
Yeah.
As far as I knew. Apparently he set his spawn again anyway.
Yeah, but no, I got one kill on him and then he ran away.
Dang.
So
Well, I guess it would have made a difference. She would have killed him and he would have respawned. But,
Yeah.
Dude, I almost had him.
I kind of assumed that was what was going down, but I had to. I had to play the part. I'm like,
play both sides.
Yeah. Don't want them to let them. I get it. If they see that we're working together at all, then they're like after you. So.
Very true. Very true. I like how you're thinking. Actually, that's smart.
Got to play the long game. Oh yeah, you're looking very wandering trader-ish.
You got the vibe. So, wandering trader, trades goods, right?
Mm-hmm.
What goods do you need out here? What things are holding you back?
Ooh, you honestly asked me way too fast. I have no idea.
You don't have to answer right now, but I'll be traveling back and forth. So if you need anything,
we
can make a deal.
Yes.
We can make a deal.
So really, I love the simplicity of it out here. So I'm not sure yet. We'll see though.
Yeah. I mean, just small things,
Of course.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but you let me know. Anything you need, I'll be passing through again.
Will do.
Wonderful. Could you do me a favor?
Kill you?
Could you? Yeah, send me back.
The entire interaction was really, really interesting. Because one, as I had mentioned, I kind of assumed that Xisuma was possibly trying to lure Scar here. But up until that point, he had only been helping them search for Joe to kill him, to get him to exile. So I was playing it safe. I decided to kill Xisuma right off the rip. Reason for the stutter before attacking you, Scar. I was kind of thrown off a little bit because when he came into exile, I was expecting him to not have any armor or anything like that. I had no idea that they had stasis or whatever they did to get here to have the stuff in their inventories at the same time. It really threw me off. He had a bow right off the rip, so I wasn't really sure how to handle that. And then, in retrospect, I wish I would have just rushed him because I could have probably killed him a second time. But he ended up flying away. Just a little baby fight between me and Scar. And once I saw that he had that bow, I was kind of nervous to rush him. But then once we went inside, I was like, okay, I could do this a little bit better in here. So it kind of worked out. And some other things that I have noticed, things are progressing really fast. Cub on stream the other day was going around breaking beds. Even for people in the permit office, he was just literally getting rid of any bed from people that had permits still that weren't giving them up. That's pretty aggressive, right? Not only that, but they were actively hunting Joe on stream. And so to me, that says that there's going to be a fight coming. I can't really guarantee that's a thing, but my gut, it feels as if there's a war coming. Now, unfortunately, we are still in exile. And because we are in exile, we are pretty limited on what we can do. So I think if the fight comes here, we need to be prepared as much as possible. Now, I don't think preparing in the traditional sense is going to help us because as we saw in that clip, Scar came through and had gear. So I don't think we can fight them one-on-one with diamond tools that are barely enchanted versus their enchanted netherite gear. We have to go at them from another banner. So I have no idea if there will be a war, but if there is one, I want to be prepared. So I think I have a good idea for a trap that I can set that might help the people fighting on my side. Let's get into it. So it's a little while later and I'm on my way over to the permit office building to get the trap set up. And I noticed a few things. Number one, there's a new building. I think that's something to do with Ren. We're not going to spoil it. But number two, there's a bunch of signs around here. So let's read these. Return the permits. It's your duty. Return the permits. What's this say? Scar was here. Okay. Oh my God. Listen, I can deal with a lot of disrespect. This, absolutely not. I don't care if, nope. Scar's dead. Nope. Scar's dead. Don't ever mess with my Hermitcraft sign. There's another one right here. The Poe would like you to know that you are not that missed. That's amazing. Hold on. So far I've got, if we are not that missed, then why are you always here? Feel free to leave us alone. My typing is atrocious, by the way, and stop bothering. so bad. I'm so sorry. All right, there we go. Stop bothering us. All right, so we got if we're not that missed, then why are you always here? Feel free to leave us alone and stop bothering us. All right, we're heading over to the PO office now. Let's do it. All right, myself and Sal, we're over at the permit office and we're just checking things out. I actually have a pretty good idea for a starter trap here. This is not going to kill them right away, but it's a good start to get the blood flow and get the ideas running here. Now, the walls in here, they are made of concrete powder. That is going to be helpful because they're going to think that this pathway was just concrete powder from the start. They have what looks like to be definitely mushroom blocks and bone blocks. We'll have to make sure underneath of this isn't water because it might be, but that's totally fine if so. I'm going to remove this and put concrete powder here because what I think I'm going to do, see this lever right here, or one of these levers, we're going to use this to our advantage. We'll be able to flick that, and I will likely have an extended piston or something of the sort, right? That is going to be attached to signs. Now you can stack gravity blocks on top of signs. It's actually really cool. So with that being said, we need to get cobwebs. I'm going to use cobwebs rather than lava because we can kill them over and over again. They're just going to respawn. What's more humiliating is to die to somebody that has lesser gear than you. So while they're falling or trying to get out of the cobwebs, we're just going to sit here and wail on them. It's going to be amazing. So that's my idea for my first trap. But before I can do anything else, I have to go get cobwebs. Absolute jackpot. Let's go. I was hoping that I would find a spawner. We got to find the spawner first, though, really fast. I think we're pretty... Oh, it's all the way back here. Huh? Oh, it was... Oh, my God. I am absolutely losing it, chat. No. Bad. I am taking every single one of these. Absolutely without question. So I'm over here losing my mind, right? I'm like, why do I keep hearing bees? I forgot that these are beehives. That's hilarious. I even turned on subtitles to try to figure it out. So looking here, this is already in our favor because when it sets like that, it's already on. So now we need to oh, there's water underneath there. Okay, no worries. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove all this, put a bunch of dirt down. So I think I'm only going to trap this side. So like I said, what I'll do is yeah, you know what? I think that'll be fine. Wait, hold on. I think that was just naturally genned there. I honestly think I'm losing my mind right now, chat. I gotta check this. Hold on. There's no way that's white concrete. All right, I'm losing my mind. No, we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna get this cleaned out real fast. I'm right back. I'm flat out losing it, chat. All right, so now that I am back from the loony bin, let's go ahead and give this mechanism a test underneath of our actual setup here. So I think I'm just going to have it point in this direction. Ooh, okay, let's fix that. There we go. Okay, so we'll put the redstone right there. So you, and then you. So just like that, and then we'll be able to place the sign here. Now, I've already made some of the concrete powder here. So we'll just set that there. And then we'll go down another, say, 2 blocks. So let's flick the lever. Oh, wow. Okay, Jevin. That's definitely how you set traps. Yep. We're doing good. We're doing good. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. All right. So I think you know what? I think we actually should probably do one more quick test. Let's actually grab a cobweb. And because I think the block just breaks when it goes underneath of that, but we should definitely check that just to be safe. So one more test. There we go. Fascinating. That actually could be a big problem. Oh no. Oh, that's evil. Oh my God, it's even better than I expected, chat. Okay, I've got the cobwebs in place. Let's reflick the lever. So now all we've got to do is place this down, and then we'll build all of our signs off of that. So let me make, you know, about a metric ton of signs here. Start with that. That might be enough. We'll see. And then we'll just place off of that, just like this, all the way over. So that's okay. Well, that's occupying that block. So now we can just go off the side and we'll just cover this entire thing up. Okay, so the trap is set. Now, all I got to do, go through and place these down. They're never going to notice. I guarantee it. Not even going to be a thing. They're going to be like, oh yeah, it's normal pathway. So we will have to replace these other ones, but that's not a big deal. So cover this all up, put the bone blocks back in, and our little trap, they're never going to know. Now, hold on. There's one thing I want to check. Let's go to particles and turn this to full send here, because some people can see the redstone particles flickering. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, you know what? That's fine. You're never going to notice. All right, our trap is set. It's this lever right here. I guarantee you they will never notice. I don't care. They're never going to be like, wow, there's mushroom blocks missing. They're just going to be like, okay, cool. Why a white block? So from there, we'll be able to hopefully trap them if the fight is here or if there is a fight here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I'm happy with it. Let's move on. This has been bothering me. I forgot to do this. There we go. Oh, things are, they're getting pretty crazy, Sal. Yeah, no, we can't just murder them. Well, you know, maybe we could. I like the way that you think, though. So anyways, I think for the last part of today's video, Sal was mentioning we just murder them. And more reasonable things. I actually kind of want to do just a tiny bit of base work because, well, we are just running out of storage space so fast. By the way, apparently I decided to not fill things in when I was here. But I was thinking, rather than like, oh crap. I was thinking, rather than maybe making like this massive storage room, it might be better to make like a storage cache, right? Because we're not really doing a ton of building. So put a ladder here. We can climb in, climb out, go down, put a bunch of barrels in there, and just simply get what we need when we need it. Because we only have about 6 double chests of items. So we could just put a cache in there. Get all of our items and everything out in and out. So Sal, what do you think? He says, where's my gold block? That's irrelevant to the conversation, Sal. We're talking about storage. Anyways, guys, give me a sec to get this built. Okay, our little storage cache is now all complete. I kind of felt like this was more of a permanent fixture. So, you know, even though it's a little area, I wanted to put my effort into it. So just basic storage. I'm going to put a lantern here just the second that I get a piece of coal. I don't have any. I got to go caving again. I had mentioned earlier in the episode that I had went caving during a stream. Well, I died like 4 times. I lost a bunch of diamonds and a bunch of gear. And that includes all of my torches. But you know what I was thinking, right? This area right here could also count sort of as a safety shelter. When you shift in this game, you can't see name tags. So they would have no idea that I was here unless they flick the trap door. So if we need to hide, you know, this could be a good spot for it as well. Also, put our main man Sal here for the night. I think that's going to take care of today's episode. In the next episode, I'm going to be making more traps and preparing for battle. I think it's coming. We got to get ready for that. I need from you comments in the comment section below, letting me know how do I prepare for that. Maybe some lava traps, better tools. How do you think what do you think is a good method to approach fighting them when we're underprepared? I need to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to check out the links in the description. Hope all of you have a good day. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a good rest of your afternoon. This is iJevin. Peace out.